Welcome to Pro Se Lawsuit Center, where we provide affordable, battle-tested legal documents and lawsuit packages that ordinary people are using to take control of the illegal administrative court process. I'm Coach Neighbor, and in this video, we're here to talk facing a divorce situation. You understand that divorce is not just paperwork. It's not just signatures. Divorce is survival, because the relationship ends, the system does not protect you. The courts are the ones that are attacking you. The process does not care about your pain, your fear, or your future. The process does not care about splitting up your property. Wait, they take their cut of your property off the top and you get to split the rest. No, the court doesn't care about that. They don't care about your pain, your future. Most people walk in wounded and walk out destroyed because they do not understand the simple truth is the divorce process is set to do exactly what they're doing, to take most of your money and make you split up the rest when you didn't need to go through that. Think about it. In a divorce, you must protect yourself. If you have to go through that, you need to protect yourself, protect your property so the court can't have anything to do with it. That's what you have to do before anyone else will. You got to look at this whole thing a little bit different. They take your kindness, they twist your words, and if you're not ready, you lose everything. I mean, just think about it. By the time they get done taking their third and you split up your third, but they're going to make you finish paying for the stuff out of your third and her third or his third. Well, you can go through the divorce situation without having the state have any control over your property. The administrative control, it's not judicial. You're agreeing to be there. And most people signed and hired an attorney to help you along the way with stuff that you couldn't sit down and work out yourselves. Or have somebody take over so they don't get to control the property. They handle the divorce, their strategies, no emotions, not anger, not fear. You need leverage, documentation, and proof. You need to protect your property because you signed. In the end, the promises disappear. The truth becomes, y'all work with me here. It's optional. The truth, why don't we just say they're going to lie, okay? And the person that you love can become the person who hurts you the most. And that is why you do it differently. You do it differently. You take control of what they want, which is your property and your stuff, your money, your stuff. You take control of that, and then you go into a different process in the court called a civil court, where the only things decided, if you still can't decide this, is, okay, sounds kind of crazy to me, because I'm thinking, I don't care how much you hate each other, you're both going to take a beating on this. And so are you kids. Protect your peace. Figure out how we do this program here. Stay calm, because you have a plan. You don't need to react or respond. You're going to take control once you figure out how we do this, where we, control of the property. So take control. Fear dissipates. It has to get less, because the fear is not the divorce, because you don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Fear is having to start out from square one after all these years. Take control of the chaos. Maybe that would be, because there's going to be some, but you can control it. Certainly can stop it by getting the court out of the way. Well, the divorce court. Get your life back. This is the only way to walk through the divorce without being destroyed by it. And you can, on my YouTube channel, search divorce case dismissed. We got it dismissed, and we have our lawsuit filed in federal court. But we're just now going to pick that back up. One of my kids got deployed, and I had to leave the state. But I'm back. So if you guys are facing this, the Marriage Dissolution Package, I call it the Marriage Dissolution Package, but it has the lawsuit in it that you need to take care of the divorce situation. You can crush it, and then you're the one in control of it. It don't mean you need to stay or whatever. It just means that you're going to be the one in control. And when you get the government out of the middle of it, that's going to free up some more property for you both to split, I'm thinking. But right now, get over there and get what you need. winningcourtnow.com. If you got any questions, give me a call. Coach Neighbors at 913-240-0227. Now I'm sharing with you guys here the Marriage Dissolution Lawsuit Package. Lets you dissolve your marriage in the public record and take control before the divorce court drains your money and your property. And this package teach you how to block the judges, attorneys, and bar members from controlling your life and taking control over your property while using the federal tools to stop the divorce and protect your family. We use federal case law and everything that I put together, so the divorce, the state court people can't respond to it with statutes and codes. So that's a nice little check down trick that we do to use their own system against them. So if someone has filed a divorce against you, we have some documents here that you can use to crush that with, and then you can go ahead and do your marriage dissolution in the public record. It has nothing to do with the court. And then I put quite a bit of information in here so people can be informed. You did not need a license to be married. That whole license thing is the government's way of getting their hand in your business and gaining control of the things that what comes out of the marriage that the government is in control of. It's your children. The government, this marriage license, and in addition to the birth certificate, because if we want to start out, we got to start out with the birth certificate. But when the marriage license is done, it does a check down, move you over in this other group of rules that they want to use so they can protect the kids, but what they're doing, lying in their pocket and deciding on things that people should be deciding on themselves. So this package is pretty special, and we used it. I built it from the real-time feedback from myself. Working in my foster kids case, you'll get your record notice of marriage dissolution that you'll actually get stamped and placed in the public record, and that once that's done, the judge's orders then you'll get to keep your private information safe from attorneys and bar members. And we use the counterclaim to jam up any state court process. And the way we do that, the counterclaim, you add the state to it. So I don't care if you're in a divorce case, it don't matter. Attorneys ain't going to tell you this, but I will. 24/7. Okay, so the counterclaim, you just add them as you add the state, you add the judge, because the judge is being paid by the state, and then you add the other party that's bringing the stuff against you, the ex or whatever, soon to be, add them all to the counterclaim, and now they have a problem. Because they can't, number one, they can't answer the federal case law in the first place. And number two, if they're in a litigant to the party, you just add them to their own case. Bam! They can't respond to a case they're a party. They can't litigate a case they're a party in. They can't represent themselves. So here's what you get inside a notice of marriage dissolution is form that and then you have a federal lawsuit that you'll file over there. You'll take a certified copy of the docket sheet with you over to federal court to prove why they're able to violate you, not so much what they've done. They're able to violate you because they violate your due process. We spent a little time on that. Yeah, and that's the video that we put together. And give him, y'all hit that. If you watch that, hit that thing right there and give us a, yeah, okay. You see the fire there. Get them, Coach Neighbors.